Hello and welcome back to the mat. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me today. Today's practice is a wrist-free practice. It's great when you just want to give a rest to your hands, and it's also a fun way to flow differently, to engage and tone a different set of muscles and to think outside the box. You don't need any kind of props, but if you do have a block and yoga strap handy, then you can have it nearby. That would be helpful, but it's not a requirement, but it's an option. Other than that, we don't need anything for the practice except for yourself and for a mat and some space. Take the practice at your own pace, a pause whenever required, and you can modify whatever asanas that you choose to, or be in tune with yourself and with your body and with how you're feeling at the time of practice. Don't force yourself into any particular shape or any particular asana, and if it causes any kind of pain, back off from that and use a modification or use a prop. And if your body wants something else, then go with that. Take this time for yourself on the mat. Just let everything else that is going on outside this space of the mat, let it just be, because it will continue to be even after you're done with your practice, and you can go and tend to it later. Just use this time for yourself, be with yourself, be in tune with your mind, with your body, with your breath, and enjoy this flow. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. Your support is extremely appreciated. And like this video if you enjoy the flow, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you liked and how you like the practice. And if you have any comments, or if you want me to build a vinyasa around any particular asana, do let me know and I'll try my best to do that. And with that, let's meet on the mat. I'll see you there. We'll start the practice at the top end of the mat. Come into your Tadasana. Feet are hip distance apart. Bring your palms at your chest. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and start to engage your lower ab muscles. Tuck your tailbone. Close your eyes. Ground yourself and bring yourself to this present, to be on the mat. And set an intention to your practice if that helps you. Once you feel grounded, let's begin with a few rounds of half sun salutations. Engage your core. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Come up on the ball bounds of your feet. Exhale, bend at your knees and open your chest up towards the sky. Cactus your arms. Inhale, hands come alongside your ears. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your ankles and sink your hips down like you're sitting in a chair, and keeping your hold on your ankles, bring your chest in contact with the tops of your thighs and fold forward again. Keep the back of your neck long. You should feel a nice opening in your hamstrings. Slowly start to straighten your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way back up. Come back to Tadasana. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Come on the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees, open your chest up towards the sky. Cactus your arms. Inhale, hands come back alongside your ears. Exhale, fold forward. Hold your ankles. Sink your hips down. Bring your chest in contact with your thighs, and now fold forward, keeping your chest on the top of your thighs. Slowly start to straighten your legs. Keep the back of your neck long. Next breath, come all the way up, back to Tadasana. 1 more time. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Come on the balls of your feet. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest up towards the sky, bending your knees. Inhale, come back, bring your hands back alongside your ears. Exhale, fold forward, grab hold of your ankles, sit your hips back, bring your chest in contact with your thighs, and now keeping that contact, extend your legs and fold forward again. Keep the back of your neck long. Come all the way back up to Tadasana. From here, bring your right knee into your chest, arms come alongside your ears. Engage your pelvic floor, extend your right leg forward, point your toes. Sweep your right leg all the way back, hinge at your hips, transitioning into Warrior 3. One breath here. Step your right leg back, coming into your Crescent Lunge. Square your hips to the front of the mat, squeeze your inner thighs. Next breath, extend your right arm forward, left arm back, taking a twist in your crescent and dip your back knee down onto the mat. Come back up into your twisted Crescent Lunge, back to your crescent. From here, bring your palms at your chest. Step all the way back up, bringing your right knee into your chest. Cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh, coming into the standing figure 4. Flex your right foot and sink into your hips. Take a breath here. You can either continue to stay here or slowly start extending your standing leg and bring your fingertips onto the mat and fold forward. Lengthen the back of your neck and breathe into your hips. Sink your hips back down, palms come back into the chest. Bring your right knee back into your chest. Extend your right leg back, transitioning back into Warrior 3. Step into your Crescent Lunge. Engage your core. Squeeze your inner thighs. Extend your right arm forward, left arm back. Sink your back knee down onto the mat. Come back into your twisted crescent, back into your Crescent Lunge. Step to the front of the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Sink your hips down. Stay here or take your forward fold. Come back into your standing figure 4 stretch. Bring your right foot down on the mat and sit your hips down. Come into your chair pose. Arms come alongside your ears. Tuck your tailbone and engage your core. Bring your palms to your chest. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee and open your chest towards the long edge side of the mat. Taking a twist in your chair. Bring your gaze down onto the mat. Weight shifts onto your right foot. Lift your left leg off the mat. Hold your flamingo or slowly start kicking your left leg back, balancing on your right leg, and your left elbow is still hooked on the outside of your right leg. Back of your neck is long. One breath here. Bring your left knee back. Oh, I'm losing my balance. Step your left foot on next to your right. Come back into your twisted chair. Back to your chair pose. Arms come alongside your ears. Come back into Tadasana. One deep breath here. And let's take that flow on the other side. Arms come alongside your ears. Bring your left knee into your chest. Point your toes. Extend your left leg. Engage your pelvic floor. Sweep your left leg back, transitioning into your Warrior 3. Square your hips down onto the mat. Back of your neck is long. Step your left leg back, coming into your Crescent Lunge. Be mindful about squaring your hips to the front edge of the mat and squeezing your inner thighs. Left arm comes forward, right arm back. Take a twist. Bring your back knee to touch the floor. Come back up into your twisted crescent, back to your crescent lunge. Palms come to your chest. Step back to the front of the mat, bringing your left knee into your chest. Cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Engage your core. Sit your hips down. Take a figure 4 stretch. Either stay here or hinge from your hips. Bring the fingertips down onto the mat and fold forward. Breathe into your hips. Keep the back of your neck long. Shoulders are moving away from your ears. Come back into your figure 4 and bring your left knee back into your chest. Hinge from your hips back to warrior 3. Step back into your crescent lunge. Arms come back alongside your ears. Left arm forward, right arm back. Take a twist. Sink your back knee down onto the mat. Come back into your twisted crescent. Back to your crescent lunge. Palms come to your chest. Bring your left knee into your chest. Cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Sink your hips down. One breath here. Fold forward if you like to play with that. Come back into your seated figure 4. Whoa, my balance is all over the place today. Step your left foot next to your right. Sink your hips down. Arms come alongside your ears, coming into your chair pose. Bring your palms to your chest. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left leg, left knee, and open your chest towards the elongate side of the mat. Take a deep breath here. Bring your gaze down onto the mat. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Bring your right heel to your glutes. Flamingo. Stay here or start extending your right leg back, keeping your twist. One breath here. Bring your right knee back into your chest. Place your right foot back on the mat. Come back into your chair pose. Back to Tadasana. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. From here, keeping your core engaged, lift your right knee into your chest. Arms come back alongside your ears. Extend your right leg out. Sweep your right leg all the way back. Hinge from your hips, coming into warrior 3. Your arms can be alongside your ears, or you can have your palms in front of your chest. Bring your left hand a few inches in front of your left foot. You can use your block underneath your left hand here. Stack your hips and open your chest towards the elongate side of the mat, transitioning into half moon. Keep your core engaged and work towards stacking your hips. You can either stay in your half moon or bend your top knee, grab hold of your right foot with your right hand, start kicking your right foot into your right hand and open your chest. Rotate open your chest towards the sky, coming into a sugar cane. Release your right foot, come back into your half moon. Slowly bring your right foot back on the mat. Make sure that your front heel and your back arch are in line with each other, transitioning into warrior 2. Sink your hips down, engage your core, pull up on your pelvic floor. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. You can bring your right hand behind your back towards your left thigh. Release from your reverse warrior. Bring your left hand on the inside of your left leg, extend your right hand up, transitioning into side angle. You can take any variation here. You can bring your top arm in line with your ears, or you can, if you have bind in your practice, you can take a bind in your side angle. You can use a strap to help you in your binds. If you are not able to reach your hands behind your back, and rotate open your chest towards the sky. You can either release your bind and transition into a triangle, or stay in your bind. Extend your left leg, bringing the weight on the ball mount of your left foot, and transition into a bound triangle. Keep the back of your neck long. One breath here. Bend your left leg back, release your bind if you still have it, and extend both your legs, reverse your triangle. You can have your gaze down towards the mat or gaze up. Bend your front knee, come back into your crescent lunge. Square your hips, transitioning into your crescent lunge. Bring your palms to your chest, step forward, bringing your right knee into your chest. Bend your right leg, grab hold on the inside of your right foot. Bring your left hand alongside your ears. Either stay here taking a quad stretch, or start kicking into your right hand, hinging from your hips. One breath in your dancers. Slowly release from your dancers. Bring your right foot down on the mat, coming back into Tadasana. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Center yourself here. Bring your left knee into your chest. Arms come back alongside your ears. Extend your left leg, point your toes. Sweep your left leg all the way back, transitioning into warrior 3. Your hands can be in any position. It can be alongside your ears or at your chest. Bring your right hand a few inches in front of your right foot. Stack your hips and open towards the longest side of the mat, transitioning into a half moon. Engage your core, engage your obliques. Either stay here in your half moon, or bend your top leg, grab your foot, open your chest up, start kicking your left foot into your left hand, transitioning into your sugar cane. Release back into your half moon. Slowly bring your left foot down on the mat, coming into warrior 2. Make sure that your stance is correct. Sink at your hips and extend your arms out. Flip your right palm, reverse your warrior. You can bring your left hand behind your back. You can have your gaze down or towards your extended hand. Keep sinking your hips down. Engage your core. Release from your reverse warrior. Bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot and open up into a side angle. Take the same variation that you took on the other side. If you did take a bind, you can use your strap here to bind here in your side angle. Stay in your bind or extend your arms out. Extend your right leg, transitioning into a bound triangle or a regular triangle. Keep the back of your neck long. Breathe into your hamstrings, breathe into your left side body here. Keep rotating your top shoulder up towards the sky. Release from your bind. Bend your front leg. Extend your front leg and reverse your warrior. Transition back into your crescent lunge. Your hips are squaring towards the front edge of the mat. Bring your palms into your chest and bring your left knee back into your chest. Come to the front of the mat, bend your left leg, grab hold on the inside of your left foot, extend your right hand alongside your ear and slowly start kicking your left foot into your left hand. Hinge from your hips. Release from your dances. Bring your left foot next to your right. Palms come to your chest. Close your eyes and breathe into your Tadasana. From your Tadasana, bring your left knee into your chest. Step back into your Crescent Lunge. Bring your arms alongside your ears. Bring your left knee back down on the mat. And spin your left shin to come parallel to the back edge of the mat. You are in this gate pose variation. You can have your arms extended into a T, or you can have your palms at your chest. Engage your core here, engage your pelvic floor, and from here, every exhale, sink your hips down towards your right foot. Inhale, stack your hips back on your left knee. Exhale, sink your hips down. Inhale, come back, bringing your hips back on your knee. Keeping your arms extended the whole time. 2 more times. Sink your hips down. You should feel a nice stretch in both your inner thighs. 1 more. Come back up. Bring your right foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Extend your right leg. Bring your arms alongside your ears. Exhale, arms come out into a T and lean towards your left side and tilt open, bringing your gaze towards the ceiling. Come back into a T. From here, bring your arms alongside your ears. Open your arms out into a T. Reach towards your left side and tilt down, extending your right side of the body. Bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Come back into a T. Arms come back alongside your ears. Open out into a T. Reach towards your left side and lean. Come back. Arms come back alongside your ears. Open up into a T. Reach and lean. This next time, you can use your block here. You can hold your block on the short edge side, engaging your arms, but make sure that your shoulders are not in your ears. From here, lean towards your left side. Come back to the center 2 more times. Exhale, lean. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, lean. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean. Inhale, back to center. Bring your block back on the mat. Open your arms out into a T. Reach towards your left side. Rotate your chest open towards the mat. Come back into a T and stack your hips back on your left knee. 2 more times. Reach towards your left side. Open your chest towards the mat. Come back to the center. Reach, twist, come back to the center. 1 more time. Reach, twist, come back to the center. Bring your right toes to face the front edge of the mat, and bring your left shin back parallel to the long edge side of the mat. So you are in this 90-90 low lunge, and sink your hips down, arms come alongside your ears, and open your chest up towards the sky. Imagine that you're holding an apple under your chin, so don't crank your chin up, extend the back of your neck. Breathe into your hip flexors here, breathe into your back. Shift your weight back, hinge at your hips, flex your right foot, half splits. One deep breath here. You can stay in your half splits, or if you want to play with taking your full splits, extend both your legs out. You can use a block under your front leg. You can bring your arms alongside your ears. Work towards squaring your hips towards the front of the mat. Come out of your full splits, or if you are still in your half splits, stay there. Move your block if you are using your block, and bring both your knees down on the mat. Stack your hip directly on top of your knees. Bring your forearms down on the mat and walk your feet back. Lift your knees, coming into a forearm plank. One deep breath here. Lift your hips up, walk towards your hands, transitioning into your dolphin. Try to work your heels towards your mat. It's okay if the heels don't touch the mat, but that's the general direction that you need to work towards. Walk back into your forearm plank. Bring your hips down onto the mat and pull your chest in between your upper arms, transitioning into your Sphinx pose. Your legs are active. Pull up on your kneecaps and press through the tops of your feet. One deep breath here. Back to your forearm plank. Bring your knees down onto the mat and stack your hips back on your knees and step to the front of the mat. Coming back into Tadasana. Bring your right knee into your chest. Swing your right leg back. Bring your right foot down on the mat. Right knee comes down onto the mat, coming into this 90-90 low lunge. Bring your right shin parallel to the short edge of the mat, opening into this gate pose variation. Make sure that your hips are directly stacked on top of your right knee. Engage your lower abs. Pull up on your pelvic floor. Bring your palms to your chest, or you can have your arms extended out in a T. And every exhale, sink your hips towards your left foot. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, sink your hips down. Inhale, come back to the center. 3 more. Exhale, sink. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, back to center. This last time, bring your left foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Hips are in line with each other and they are in parallel to the long edge side of the mat. Bring your hands alongside your ears. Inhale here. Exhale, open your arms out into a T. Reach towards your right side and tilt. Come back into a T. Arms come back alongside your ears. Open out into a T. Reach towards your right side and tilt open. 2 more of those. Come back to the center. Arms come back alongside your ears. Open your arms out. Reach towards your right side and tilt. 1 more. Back to center. arms alongside your ears, open out, reach towards your right side and tilt back to center. And this next sequence you can use a block and hold the block on the short edge side. Bring your block over your head, arms come alongside your ears, engaging your lat muscles here, and make sure that your shoulders are not in your ears. Inhale here, exhale, tilt towards your right side. Inhale, come back to the center, exhale, tilt towards your right side. Back to center, 2 more. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, come back. Exhale, tilt. Don't collapse your chest down. Come back to the center. Bring your block down. Open your arms out into a T again. Reach towards your right side and twist your chest open towards your mat. Come back to the center. Exhale, reach and twist. Back to center. Exhale, reach, twist, back to center. Exhale, reach and twist. Come back to the center, and from here bring your palms to your chest. Bend your left leg. Left toes are pointing towards the short edge of the mat. Bring your right shin parallel to the mat. Coming back into your 1990 low lunge, and bring your arms alongside your ears. Sink your hips down and open your chest up towards the sky, and hold your back bend here. Engage your core, pull your pelvic floor. Don't crank into your neck, and breathe into your back. Breathe into your hip flexors. Hinge from your hips, extend your left leg, point your left toes towards the ceiling, flex your left foot, come into your half splits. Breathe here. You can either stay in half splits, or you can try playing with your full splits by extending both your legs out. You can use a block if that helps. I'm feeling very tight today, so I'll bring a block underneath my left hamstring. You can bring your arms alongside your ears. Squeeze your inner thighs, square your hips towards the front of the mat. Breathe into your splits. Transition back into half splits. You can remove the block. Come back up and bring both your knees down onto the mat. Stack your hips on your knees, and from here bring your forearms down on the mat. Walk back into your forearm plank. One breath here. Bring your hips down on the mat and the chest comes down on the mat. Extend your hands. Inhale here, exhale. Lift your legs and hands off the mat. Every exhale, imagine that you're holding onto a bar and pull that bar into your chest and release. Exhale, pull and release. 2 more. Next breath, come all the way down onto the mat. Come back into your forearm plank. Bring your knees down on the mat and stack your hips back on your knees. Center yourself on the mat if that is needed. Make sure that your hips are directly over your knees. Adjust your stance and bring your palms on your lower back to support your lower back. Your elbows are squeezing towards each other. Engage your lower abs. Pull your pelvic floor towards your nose and open your chest up towards the sky. press your hips forward. You can have your palms supporting your lower back, or you can reach for your heels. You can have your toes tucked or the tops of your feet on the mat. Open your chest up towards the sky. Release your camel. Bring your hips down on the mat and fold forward in your child's pose, releasing your back. 2 deep breaths in your child's pose. Come all the way back up. Cross your legs. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and pull your heels towards your groin. Lengthen your spine. You can either stay here in your butterfly, or if you want a deeper stretch in your hips, walk your hands forward and fold. Bring your forehead down on the mat, or come only as far as it feels comfortable in your hips and your back. Breathe into your belly. You can use a block underneath your forehead here. Make sure that your sit bones are down on the mat. And your shoulders are moving away from your ears. Breathe into your belly. Come all the way back up. Extend your legs. And we'll come all the way down on the mat. Move your block if it's in your way. Hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Take a few deep breaths here. Close your eyes. Bring your right leg on top of your left. Bind it either once or twice and bring your knees to come on the outside of your left hip. Make sure that both your shoulder blades are down on the mat and take a spinal twist here. Breathe into your belly and keep your chest open towards the sky. It's more important to have your shoulder blades down on the mat than to bring your knees. So if there is a gap here, then you can use a block to bridge that gap, or you can just hold your twist here. Come back to the center, release your legs and switch sides. Left leg comes on top of your right, bind it either once or twice and bring your knees on the outside of your right hip and open your chest up towards the sky. Deep breath into your belly. Release from your twist, release your feet, release your legs and come back to the center. Breathe into your belly. Close your eyes and let's end our practice here in Shavasana. Take whatever variation that feels nice in your body now. You can bring the soles of your feet together and open your knees out and breathe into your tight spots. You can use 2 blocks underneath your knees if they don't come all the way down like mine. Or you can just have your legs bent and take your Shavasana here. Loosen your jaws. I hope you had fun practicing today and you enjoyed the flow. It's a quick all full body practice, so you can come back to it whenever you're short on time or if you just want to get a quick workout. Please do subscribe to the channel and you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you.